Good afternoon. My name is Isaiah Minke, and I'm here with Chris Hauerberger. Me and him are seminarians from this parish, and we've been asked this weekend to come and talk to you a little bit about ourselves, introduce ourselves, and talk a little bit about our journey of discernment, discerning the vocation of the priesthood. Well, I must say, my dear friends, it is good to be home, and this is very much my home. I was baptized here at the font in the narthex. First Communion, First Reconciliation, Confirmation, all within these walls. So this is very much home to me, and I have many memories coming back here. And in many ways, my vocation, my discernment began here as well. As I learned the faith and kind of made it my own as an early teen in my youth, through Bible study, through youth group, but also in a kind of unexpected way through our little bookstore. It just happened that we'd hang out after Mass. I would just be able to go in and get a book and satisfy my growing curiosity about the faith. That coupled with very fond memories of listening to the radio, Red Sea Catholic Radio, awesome, and just learning about the faith and the real reasons behind it, and apologetics, prayer, just the teachings of the Church, and just finding the real beauty in that. And I think through that process, I came to kind of get hints or nudges towards the priesthood, thinking there was some attraction to that. All these things I was reading would be a reflection of what I'd be learning and then passing on as a priest. That's kind of how it started. Well, so eventually, in high school, I decided I needed to take more active steps. So I got in touch with the vocations director. The priest at the time was Father Jonathan Rea. And he was very generous with me, met with me regularly, got me in touch with other priests and seminarians, got me on retreats, and I actually even went and visited a seminary. I got to know the life of a priest and the life of discernment and what it looked like concretely. And the more I did that, the more I found that the thought wouldn't go away and the attraction grew until I came to realize I felt that it was a real desire God had placed on my heart. So I knew I needed to take the next step. So after I graduated from high school in 2017, I applied and entered Holy Trinity Seminary up in Dallas that fall, and I'm now a senior up there. So set to graduate in May, and then I'll move on to Theology Seminary, the next step. So that'll be another 5 years till ordination. So I'm not there yet. There's still a ways to go, but it's been a wonderful journey so far, and I'm enjoying every moment of it. But I think that if there's anything instructive about my story, I think it illustrates something I read from a priest when I was discerning. He said that vocations really do grow on trees, by which he meant they come about through the natural process of parish life and family life. The ordinary work that happens to foster the spiritual life in young people, their maturity, their growth in the faith. And when that happens, when you get them in touch with Jesus Christ in that way, they will find God's will for their lives. And that was definitely the case with me, and I believe it's that case even now. So I extend the invitation to all of you, first of all, to our young people, those of us still trying to figure our lives out, to men and women, consider the priesthood or religious life. Just give it a thought. Be open to it. It doesn't even have to be a commitment right away, but just think of the question. I promise you will not regret it, no matter what decision God leads you to. It will be a joyful journey. And for everyone else, those of us who found our vocation in married life or otherwise, you have a job as well. You have the privilege and the responsibility to help form these young people in finding God's will for their life, whether that be in marriage, religious life, or the priesthood. And I know we have a very strong and healthy culture of vocations. Thanks be to God for that. And I'm glad to say I think that will continue well. So it's the ordinary work you do as parents, as catechists, as leaders and mentors in the parish that help to foster that. So I would say if you're discerning or want to help someone else as they're discerning, go to our website, Austin Vocations, at godiscalling.me. So you'll find there loads of resources, ways to get in touch with our vocations director, Father Greg Gerhardt, as I did, and many resources to help in the journey of discernment. And so I'd encourage you to go there and seek it out. So to close, I would say, that discernment and vocation can be mysterious. In some ways, it's always going to be a mysterious kind of thing, a journey of discovery. But I will say it does not need to be an impenetrable mystery, a one that obscures. It can, and by God's grace, will be a joyful mystery that clarifies and reveals. So, thank you very much, and Happy New Year to you. God bless.
Please stand. The Lord be with you.
Bow down for the blessing.
May God, who has called you